Hello, welcome to the Dollhouse. I am the doll, and guess what, y'all? The forb movement is underway. It is in full effect. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You cannot have a forb movement and still be friends with men. That is a waste of energy because a man is happy to keep you in his friend zone and happy to fantasize about what he'd like to do to you, even if you don't find him attractive like that. It's silly to think that a man is your friend because of your personality. Because if that were the case, then someone like Roseanne Barr would have, a football team worth of friends, guy friends. And it's doubtful that she does, okay? Just look at the studies. If you don't believe me, go ahead and Google male-female friendship studies. The evidence is right there. You can even see it in the classrooms. When kids hit puberty, the little girls start, noticing the boys start noticing the girls. They're both trying to impress each other. The girls, talking and chattering about who they have a crush on. And the boys trying to flex their muscles and maybe even pull a girl's hair or, that's really, really childish. But, trying to be boisterous in class or show out in front of the teacher to get girls' attention. It happens around 5th or 6th grade. Listen, I'm going to read to you a Reddit post I saw earlier today that really cracked me up. It says this: "Man, why can't I make male friends that won't ask for nudes? I was just proud of my gym progress and it got brought up in convo, so I shared it. Because why would this guy be a creep about it? He seemed genuine. Then I got called yummy. It just felt so wrong. Like, first of all, cringe. Second of all, just ew. Like, third, I got a D pic right after. Then he started asking me to send, and I just physically couldn't. Like, what the F, man? Why can't you just appreciate a stranger's objectively nice-looking body that she worked for without pushing her to see more? It happens so much, and that's why, for the longest time, I refused to try and make male friends because they're always weird toward me. I think I can count on one hand the amount of male friends I've had that haven't been creeps. It's just effing sad. Like, yes, I'm objectively attractive, but why can't they just be nice about it? Don't have to be gross. It can just be a compliment. Blah, blah, blah. So, the people that answer her say, from my experience, the first person said, from my experience, it's difficult for men to be platonic if they're physically attracted to you. Even when they're platonic, they want to touch you sexually. It's true. I'm not even going to continue reading that because duh. And even when you're not that attractive, even when he's cool with you and y'all are just homework buddies and he looks at you like the nerd, eventually he's going to start looking at your booty. Girl, please believe that. And I'm not just making this up. Tony Gaston is a dating coach on YouTube, and he talks about why men and women can't be friends.
The only person I'm telling my hopes, dreams, and fears to is my wife. That's the only woman I'm telling my hopes, dreams, and fears to. I might tell a couple of my homeboys, but it's not on the same level, And I want you to understand this, that a man and woman is created to reproduce. So what you as a woman, a lot of time women don't understand this because, and I get it, because you ain't had a healthy relationship yet. You ain't had a man that love your socks off. You ain't met a man that's been 100% honest with you, including your daddy. So I get it when you don't understand the true nature of a man. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's time to listen and understand what you're dealing with, especially whether you single, engaged, or married. You gotta get distance from men. You gotta put men in a box. This man, it has to be a business relationship. You gotta treat it like business. I don't care if you knew him since kindergarten. I don't care if y'all was born on the same day and he lived next door to you and your mama watched him and he had to live with you for a time being. You got to put him in a box. Hey and bye. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. Don't try to use a man for your male energy to get your male fix. Oh, I'm talking to this man.
And he talks about how his friend had a sister who had some weird face in a list, and he describes her in great detail. And he talks about how she had a weird speech impediment and physical, maybe even some physical deformity. But as he continued to go around and hang out with his friend, one day he just couldn't help himself. He made a pass at her. She definitely turned him down. But it just goes to show that eventually a man will let you touch his wee-wee if you got hands. I just turned my space heater on, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn it off. So if women are considering the forb movement, it's important to recognize that being friends with men is just a losing game. The only way that a man should be your friend is really if he's an acquaintance and you get some benefit out of it, because believe you me, he's getting some benefit out of your friendship with him, even if you don't do anything but show up and let him change your tires. Trust me that the energy expended in making you smile is like recharging his battery. Women do not really fully understand their power and value. In some countries, men who are not in a woman's family are not even permitted to be in the same room with her because they understand the power of feminine energy and want to protect the women. Now, there's also some downsides with that level of control, but men know men. And men protecting their women so fiercely must feel nice for the women. It must feel nice. And I do understand that some younger women will have guy friends because they've been indoctrinated into it their entire lives. But the close interactions of men and women in these social relationships is fairly new. It's fairly new. Women had their own spheres protected and men had their own spheres. And we need those spaces. Because the dollhouse is for the dolls, all right? We need spaces specifically for us. So I am excited to see other people furthering the conversation on the forb movement. The significance of the people you surround yourself has to be considered. And I'm not perfect in this because I used to have male friends. I had a set of male friends since college. And I just, over the last few years, just kind of like had to drop out. Because why? So, I mean, it's just, why? You can't give me any hair tips. You don't know where to go get your nails done. What are we going to talk about? Football? Honey, please. No, I don't want to talk about, I'm not even watching. So what is the point? Are we going to talk about old times? I'm not even living in the space of the old times anymore. Okay? I got a whole different degree since undergrad. I mean, careers and businesses. Like, come on. What are we talking about now? Maybe social networking is always good. A smile and a chuckle and a kiki. A group meetup is all good. Hang out with guys, laugh, talk, enjoy yourself. But do not allow men in your inner circle. Do not function as his makeshift therapist. Do not function as a source for his motivation, sending good morning memes and, work yourself out. Like, just, girl, recenter yourself, okay? Men friends should, if they're going to be in your life, should be someone that you would consider maybe for a potential mate if you're on that route. Otherwise, they need to be some kind of professional acquaintance or pouring something into you. Maybe a couple wads of cash from time to time. But otherwise, it will be a drain on your life having male friends. But you do whatever you want to do. Little kids are one situation, but when those little balls start dropping, I would recommend you keep little boys away from your daughters. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. We're different. We're very different species. So, in my opinion, the 4B movement must include a clause for being friends. What is the point? No social interactions. So whatever B word works, I would recommend someone comment and let me know what works. I came up with bromances, but that's really for guys. So no fake bros, no bros. So I hope we talk again soon, y'all. Kiss, kiss.